Reality stars are almost everywhere you look these days. They've been continuously overwhelming VIP culture for quite a while at this point, and their prosperity is to a great extent on account of pioneers like Paris Hilton. She brought the idea of being popular for being well known into the 21st century, and that made her the star she is today. In this video, we're going to be talking about the lavish lifestyle of this famous celebrity. Paris Whitney Hilton is an American media character, financial specialist, socialite, model, vocalist, entertainer, and DJ. She's an extraordinary granddaughter of Conrad Hilton, the author of the Hilton Hotels. True to form, the entirety of the Hilton youngsters and grandkids were set to a legacy from the Hilton family fortune. In 2007, news surfaced that Baron Hilton, Paris's granddad, was giving $2 million from the Hilton fortune to a good cause, which would not leave much for the remainder of the Hilton family. Being naturally introduced to an amazingly wealthy family, obviously, Paris Hilton has always been worth a lot of money. The beneficiary started her vocation demonstrating as a youngster and ultimately endorsed Donald Trump's displaying organization when she was a youngster. Not long after she began demonstrating, Hilton hopped into the social scene and got known for her way of life. When Hilton started getting recognized in the media, her notoriety arrived at all new heights when she delivered her own sex tape and not long after was featured on her own unscripted TV show, The Simple Life, with then BFF and individual socialite Nicole Richie. A considerable lot of the home's goods displayed Paris's top-of-the-line taste and love of herself. Couches worth plenty of money sat in a similar room as a representation of the socialite, reminding everyone precisely whose house it was. Obviously, that wasn't the solitary thing about the property that made it striking. In the same way as other big-name homes, it had rooms committed to things a great many people could always be unable to manage, from a film framework to a dance club. Paris didn't get things done by equal parts here, and she didn't mind who realized that. As much as Hilton may have adored the property and all the gatherings she tossed in it, she concluded that she was unable to live there until the end of time. Thus, in 2007, she sold the house for $3.87 million. All the decorations were remembered for the value, which implied future occupants would appreciate having the chance to live like Paris once had. While it may have appeared to be a misuse of cash to surrender her assets like that, Hilton couldn't bear to supplant everything in her new residence. Besides that, she needed a fresh start. Since soaring to worldwide notoriety, Hilton has started her own aroma line, opened up different apparel stores around the nation, showed up on red rugs around the globe, and as of late, turned into the most generously compensated superstar DJ. By and large, Paris Hilton acquires over $10 million every year from item deals, up to $100,000 for club appearances, and allegedly gets up to $1 million for an hour-and-a-half DJ set. This gives Paris Hilton a total asset of $300 million. Hilton lives in a rich Beverly Hills chateau, decked out with different strollers in storage rooms filled distinctly with the most sought-after originator burros, extravagant vehicles, and even self-portraits of herself in each side of the house. She even made a small manor for her precious little canine friends. Paris doesn't spend her cash only on precious homes and creatures. Apparently, the socialite likewise cherishes getting in the driver's seat of a vehicle, and her carports gloat an incredible assortment of engines. Indeed, when you can stand a cruise all over in style, why not treat yourself a bit? Hilton is obviously a monstrous enthusiast of supercars, with things like Ferraris and Lamborghinis that are firm top picks of the star. Nonetheless, those are only a glimpse of something larger for Paris with regards to costly engines. Remembered for Paris's broad rundown of vehicles is the Bentley Continental GT that she had planned in pink. Ready to go from 0 to 60 in 3.3 seconds, the fundamental model apparently costs a few $100,000. Nonetheless, that's without the $200,000 jewel-encrusted dashboard that Hilton clearly had adopted as an extra. A Land Range Rover, assessed at almost $100,000, a Rolls-Royce Ghost accepted to be $324,000, and a Lexus LFA apparently costing $350,000 have likewise been purchased by Paris before. While Hilton's persona and love for contention have gotten her far, she presumably wouldn't even be riding high today if not for her business domain. The socialite has been extraordinarily keen in the manner she spread her image the world over and kept the cash coming in. Lately, that is remembered contributing for organizations that she accepts can profit her and the other way around. She siphoned cash into things like Glam App, which she knows she has the potential for progress in the event that they get that additional push. She probably won't be the focal point of consideration like she used to be, but that doesn't imply that Paris Hilton has blurred into lack of clarity. The greater part of her endeavors is presently done away from the spotlight, from her DJ gigs to her business bargains. While she does even now manifest occasionally, the socialite appears to lean toward working more in the background these days. That's not really something awful, particularly as her bank balance keeps on doing fine and dandy. She won't be failing at any point in the near future.